There we go. Yeah, that's good. No, you had it. Yeah, okay. Alright, what's going on, everyone? So, why do we look so red?
Because we're sunburned.
Alright, what's up, everyone? So, we posted a picture on Instagram the other day.
Sorry, I can't be flicking my hair the whole time.
Okay. Pause game.
Should I come closer to you?
Yeah. No, you're okay. Okay, yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, okay, wait, guys. Okay.
No more playing with hair.
Okay.
What? Oh. Okay. No more fixing yourself.
Okay.
I like your hair less flat. Perfect. Okay.
Here, air conditioning, like
Oh
roasting.
shit, well that'll make it more. What's up, everyone? I'd like to introduce you to my girlfriend, Sarah.
Hi everyone.
I posted a picture on my Instagram a couple of days ago asking you to ask questions so the two of us can shoot a Q&A video. A couple of days later, we're finally getting down to it. So we're just back from dinner and we're gonna crack on with it. So, you ready?
Yeah, got the questions?
Let's go.
Okay, first question is, how long have you been together?
Do you want to answer this or?
Coming up to 5 years in February. So
there was like a few months at the beginning of our relationship where we were just kind of like seeing each other or scoring each other, as people may say. And then around February, I asked her out.
How did you meet? I'll let Rob tell this story.
Well, the two of us met at my friend John Slattery's 18th birthday party. I got kicked out of the club just for being a lad, and I was hanging around outside and then, like, you know, just doing whatever until the end of the night. And then I saw Sarah walk out of the nightclub and I was just like, okay, you know, I might as well make something out of this night. So I went over and tried to crack on and I got rejected. And yeah, she was like, is he gonna tell the truth? So yeah, I got rejected and I was like, yo, what the hell is going on here, you know? I was like, this is absurd. So you know, I was like, okay, this is a challenge, cool. So I got her number that night, and then, you know, after that night I kind of pursued her and I eventually got her.
How did you both get into fitness / what is your fitness history?
Well, I'm not going to go on because it's a bit of a long talk. You literally just go lipsettfitness.com/about. It'll tell you everything, how I got into fitness. Long story short, I used to play rugby and I ended up liking the strength and conditioning part of training better than the actual rugby. So that's how I got into fitness.
I'd say that Rob was a big factor in me getting into fitness. I still wouldn't say I'm like properly into fitness. I just like going to the gym.
You take it more seriously.
Yeah, I take it more seriously than most girls. And but like before I met Rob, I was interested in the gym. I went from time to time with my friends, but like I had no idea what I was doing. And like even the first couple of years with Rob, like I didn't know what I was doing. But sure, like you basically didn't know what you were doing either. So.
Yeah. I was a bro when we met. Yeah, even when we met, I didn't lift.
So fitness history. Yeah, no, I didn't play any sports or anything. Like I've never been a sporty person. So the gym is really the only thing that I do fitness wise.
What does Sarah eat daily? Fucking cereal.
Yeah, no, I eat like quite a high carb diet. It just is what I like and it's what suits me. So I try to kind of get a decent amount of protein in. I kind of like track on my MyFitnessPal what I'm eating, but yeah, I would say a very high carb diet. You
kind of just hit your protein intake and then the rest you just kind of track your calories.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess, yeah. Sarah full day of eating coming soon. Comment down below if you'd like to see that. There's going to be a lot of cereal and bread and pancakes. What ab workout classes does Sarah do?
So leading up to coming away to Thailand, I I'm in Ben Dunn, Sandyford, so I did the ab classes.
You're gonna have a lot of stalkers now. Just go.
I did the 15-minute ab class like every Tuesday, and Ciara Hyland, who also was my trainer for the couple of weeks leading up to Thailand, she was the one that taught the classes, so her Instagram is here.
Yeah, Ciara's a great girl.
Yeah.
Me and Ciara actually worked together when she was winning her bikini competition.
Yeah, so yeah, she's got amazing abs, she knows how to get abs, she's great, I highly recommend her. But anyway, yeah, so the only ab work I did was once a week, 15-minute class with Ciara.
Yeah, it's abs is all about a low body fat percentage, yeah we know that.
Favorite things to do for a couple's night? Please keep the answer family friendly.
Netflix and chill.
No, but seriously, like, it's so bad, but literally our favorite thing to do is
probably actual Netflix and chill.
Netflix or a really good thriller movie.
Yeah.
A takeaway, and like I need to be in some really cozy pajamas, because sometimes
it's usually the unsexiest onesie you'll ever see in your life.
Yeah, sometimes we'd like go for dinner in the cinema, but like that means I have to
put on clothes and see the real world.
Look presentable. So.
Alright, next question is from Joey D. Sarah, have you got any mates like 7.5 out of 10 or above? But really though, like, not in the way girls always say their mates are dead pretty just because they're their mates. Provide Insta handles, please. Thank you. Yeah, she's definitely got a few mates that, you know, are decent. Definitely 7.5 out of 10.
Joey.
Yeah, no, come to Dublin. We'll give you all the women you want. Do you train together much? That's a good question. It kind of like depends. Like sometimes if I have a really busy schedule, we could go like a month without training together, and like, you know, she would train with Ciara or something, and then like sometimes she trains me like once or twice a week. But we always train, like she always trains better with someone like she doesn't know as well, because like she can just, if I'm like, hey Sarah, one more set, she can just be like, fuck off, I'm tired. But if you're with like, you know, someone else, like your friend or Ciara,
I think it's good to
you
have
push
someone,
yourself harder. Yeah.
It's good to have someone who you
want to impress.
Know very, like, even,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so literally it's better when she trains with someone she can't tell to F off.
Honest opinion on each other when you first met.
Well, seeing as she pied me off, it wasn't great. I was like, okay, this girl, like, she's a bit younger, you know, nice, hot, bit stuck up, you know, didn't want anything to do with me, so I was like, what's going on here? But yeah, no, so I was kind of like, you know, hot, cool girl. That's what I kind of thought.
I thought, yeah, he was hot, but I was like, guy's a player, not going there, steer clear, and yeah, play hard to get, which worked. So
I guess.
Favorite thing about one another and least favorite thing about one another. Will we start with
favorite?
Okay.
It's kind of nice. I'll say my favorite thing. There's like at least one time in the day, like every day, where like I'm on the floor laughing. Like, you know, there's some hilarious moments.
What, I make you laugh?
Yeah, you make me laugh and make me happy. And also, actually no, if I had to pick one, it would probably be like, she's always kind of there for me, like to help out when I'm like really stressed, really overwhelmed. Like if I have a problem, I just call Sarah and she just kind of sorts out. She's like my assistant pretty much.
And my favorite thing about Rob would be probably how hardworking and just motivated and determined he is, and that he is always very positive about life and everything and has a positive outlook. So yeah, that would be my favorite thing about Rob.
Thank you. Yes. Least favorite thing. She's real hygienic and stuff like that. It was almost a little bit too hygienic, but she always like leaves. She's very messy. Like, you know, right now behind this camera there's like a million pieces of makeup, and like I'm really organized. Like, you know, I like things to go where they are, so that kind of drives me a little bit crazy. One
of my least favorite things about Rob would be bad hearing and extremely loud voice.
Nah, I'm just outspoken. Who wears the pants in a relationship?
Me.
The pants get worn at different times. There's sometimes where I'm like, yo, Sarah, listen the fuck up, we're doing this. And then there's some times where like she's...
I don't know, I think I'm the thinker, you're the doer, but like, if someone doesn't think of it, it's not gonna happen, so I wear the pants.
I don't know.
No.
I think the pants is like a three-legged pants, and we can all wear the pants. I wear the pants. If there's one word to describe each other, what would it be? It would definitely be caring for Sarah. Like, she always like cares about like everyone, like literally she's always worried about other people. I always tell her she needs to focus on herself a little bit more, but yeah, caring, that would definitely be it.
One word to describe Rob: vain.
Beast.
Vain.
Tank.
One word to describe Rob. One word to describe Rob would be driven. He's just very driven in every aspect of his life. So
gotta get up in the morning and
that's
do
what
shit.
I would do. That's what I would say to describe Rob.
Does Sarah watch your YouTube channel? I hope so.
I do, yes.
See if she's in it. Sarah, would you be into fitness if it wasn't for Rob?
Yes, but I wouldn't be as aware as I am.
You wouldn't know what you're doing. What's Sarah's opinion on Rob pursuing a fitness career?
I'm very happy with what Rob is doing. I know that he doesn't just want to go down the fitness route. He wants to do lots of other things in business. So yeah, I'm very proud of him and I'm very happy with what he's doing and I fully support him. So yeah.
Thank you. How long did it take you to get where you are now, and what sort of physique goals do you have for yourself? I've been lifting properly about like 4.5 years, you know, with a proper training and diet. As terms of physique goals, you know, I've checked out my fat-free mass index. I think I'm like, you know, up around 23, 24. So like, realistically, I'm not gonna gain like a huge amount more of muscle mass. So like, I'm obviously gonna just try to get bigger wherever I can. Hopefully hop on stage again, you know, as lean as possible, holding on to as much muscle as possible. But yeah, just kind of like enjoying the process, you know. So obviously it's always to get bigger and leaner, but yeah, enjoy the process. And you?
I have no desire to compete in any bikini competitions, but I still would like to keep working hard. I'd say I've only been lifting properly for like a year.
Yeah,
like maybe like just over, and like even then I haven't been like properly consistent. I'd like to just keep working towards getting kind of, you know, small waist, big bum.
The usual.
You know,
the usual.
Work on my problem areas and yeah, just enjoy it.
This is a good one. Did it take long for Sarah to come on board with you filming and everything? I've casually mentioned going to start a YouTube channel to my lady and she just scoffs and says it's a stupid idea. She's not a bitch, she's generally supportive in everything else that I do. At the start, she was kind of like, she didn't know what I was doing, but then when she saw that like it became kind of serious and that, you know, it's what I wanted to do and pursue, then like she jumped on board and was even willing to come in videos. So, you know, now
that took a while.
Yeah, that took a while, like, you know, 1 year on and she's, you know, only starring in a video now. So at the start she was a bit iffy, but now she's totally understands it all. How does Sarah feel about tracking macros? Any girl I've ever spoken to thinks it's so obsessive and hates it and is a major turn off. How and where do you find a gal who actually likes and understands that sort of shit? Well, like, Sarah, you know, you're a logical thinker. I just explained it to her. It's kind of like the fastest way to get results. Just takes the guesswork out of your diet. And I also do follow If It Fits Your Macros and flexible dieting.
Which I love.
Yeah, which she likes. So that means, you know, we can make pancakes together, we can go out to eat. So if anything, you know, girls should like that, you know. So like, track your macros during the day, and then later on in the day, that means you know what you've eaten, so you can go out to dinner and date that girl. So, you know, that's kind of, she kind of likes it.
I prefer to be going out with a guy who tracks his macros than a guy who was just into eating broccoli, rice and chicken all day, every day.
Yeah, say that to her. When is baby Lipsett coming? Not for a long time.
The only baby that I'm brewing is a food baby.
Yeah, especially after Christmas. Since you're in a beautiful country and New Year's is around the corner, could we be expecting a proposal? On a serious note, like we, you know, have talked about getting married, and like it won't be until our late 20s, you know, early 30s. Do you experience hormonal feels when you're cutting and end up arguing more frequently? Yes, great question. When I prep for a show, this like always happens. Like, you know, you get like, when you have to be really tight with your diet and stuff like that, and like you're just on edge, you know, you're a bit pissed off, you're very irritable. It definitely does. Yeah, we get in a lot more arguments.
Yeah, I get hungry very suddenly, and then I'm just the most hangry person, so...
Yeah, literally whenever she's angry, I just have to like feed her food, so, and then she stops getting angry. Deciding on a meal as well, we argue a lot in that. Alright, so that is a wrap. Comment down below if you like this video, if you want Sarah to appear and for us to do another Q&A, because I thought this was fun. Yeah, I like doing it. So yeah, until the next time, thank you for watching, and of course, keep it real. Do you want to say keep it real?
Keep it real.